Hello and welcome back to myself playing Disco Elysium. You've I've just returned, so I'm debating whether or not to go and investigate the body or go and investigate the town first to find out what I can. But if I investigate the town, I'm guessing I'm going to solve things harder than I need to. But the body was just there. The body may give access to more things that we need. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Rue descend to Giusolani 8B. Okay, I'm guessing that's where the body is.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Okay. Let's go. Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Reconstruct the movement, yeah?
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Put a skin to visual calculus to open it up again. Okay, not now. The letter R wears a crown. On a ribbon below, a light above descends. This is the logo of the multiplicity of revolt.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Just a trash container? There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a primer, the one you took from a motor carriage,
Or Lieutenant?
We could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than a fireball idea.
I think we go for the key. Well, smells like spoiled meat and curled dairy, a human's being decomposed. This kid's ladder is rickery, but still climbable. A ladder for kids, it wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. It's like there's a kid around, isn't there?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around him does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up. Endurance.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat it stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
The lieutenant hands you a white handkerchief. Thanks. Wipe your mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you?
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
That's what I've already figured out, but thank you. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
I've already blown, it's too late. Turn away. Okay, so we've got a few objectives from that. Let's just clear the board here. There's the handkerchief. Split the V, open trash container. Let's see if we can find the apocryphy and you can see how much they're charging. Goods for the lorry haphazardly litter surroundings. He said east, yep. Three T's, how idiomatic.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
She shrugs. And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with three T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
She chews on her gum with disgust.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with two T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Okay. What magazine are you
You
reading?
mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colourful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid fact, yeah. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature? Points at the cover.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
point to a hat. I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts down the magazine. Do you have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really. Doesn't mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
Then she brushes a strand of hair out of her face and tries to return to the magazine. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes, tell me about the economic
I
reality.
don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
She looks at the clock on the wall. What about the physical reality then?
I don't know. What about it?
Where are
We're
we?
in Frit
No, I mean, where are we on the larger scale?
as mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
As a mankind.
in a good place.
She rubs her face thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
She shrugs and folds her magazine. What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had in Revolt?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me they were there. There is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
She taps the magazine on the counter. I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Cool.
She seems to be happy to return to her reading leave. A melancholy song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
The clerk looks up from the magazine. What? Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear
You
machine?
need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
She points outside. There are roses, dozens of them, tulips too. Is that the medicine cabinet?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What's that?
What is what?
The girl leans.
It's a raincoat.
The girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to.
If
Continue.
you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
The raincoat patiently awaits
Her attention is
purchase.
drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Here you go.
The clerk removes the garment from the lower shelf and hands it to you.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
She chews her bubble gum absent-mindedly.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Okay. Who is Saint Benice?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company.
She nods slowly at the cabinet.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one.
She points to the cabinet.
She is right. Saint-Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint-Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
I want some ammonia.
Okay. Don't, overdo it or something.
And leave. Okay. So we got... There's a lot of differences there. My health goes up. Rubber gloves and a rain mag. Jump jams, popular music mag. A glossy mag for most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list.
Hello again, officer.
Nope, can't get the key to the... Let's see if we can get the key to the trash can in the back.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Does it seem close to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Yum yum, tell me more.
He killed himself.
Maybe I am Krasnov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No way. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Krasnov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
I've seen something here at Whirling Great I think we need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess was reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tossed his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
He looks towards the booth.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Garrett, I saw a sign that said you couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's something else I want to ask you about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So I talked to Sylvie. Wink.
God.
He does not look pleased.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the carousel.
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
He's gonna see you worried. She rides a cock carousel until she's too old to ride it. Then she settles down with a provider.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
That was roughly it.
The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with a broken wing on the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
He stops and stares at the counter.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Broken bird feathers. Nods knowingly. This is all part of the mindfuck on the cock carousel.
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until, like, 39. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Yeah, have the rest.
He takes a bottle of wine on the shelf and pours a glass.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
He stares into the blood-red liquor in his cup.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Definitely don't think we fixed that. Oh, wrong one. That one. There's my bottle of wine. Okay. Find it that. Find out that. We got something on the map. So that we can only go in after 1300. Let's have a little chat with him.
Yes?
Tell me about the
What do
case.
you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
A young woman told me a mercenary has been hung, and the manager thinks it was the union that did it. That's all.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim
A
was?
security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why don't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized Peace Corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCN operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Okay, can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? You want me to brief you again?
No, I'll wing
There's
it.
no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Mayor Cool, I've heard enough.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural?
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something is already happening.
No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
He makes a precise hand gesture.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
He considers the phrasing. What do you mean?
I don't know. I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Pop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Should tell me now, this seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
It's not going to work, but we'll give it a go.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
The lieutenant gives you a look, thorough in its performing triage. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror, and I have no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's lazaret. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have a better rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Just observe
I
it.
guess you don't need glasses.
You don't like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
He shakes his head. What is Solot?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolary state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, eventually.
He almost seems proud of these things.
A point of pride to him.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
As the lieutenant narrows his eyebrows. Okay, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So you're saying your brain never just trying to advise warnings of anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
You're kidding me. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Okay. Nothing. Well, let's see. We haven't got enough to level up yet. Physical competition, end of day briefings. So much. So little time. Okay, well, I'm going to end this recording session and continue looking at the dead body at the moment. As usual, if you've watched all of this, thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys again later. Bye.